Good morning, everyone. I'm coming on now because tomorrow I won't be around. So I'm hoping you guys will just enjoy the replay later today. Those that aren't here this morning, this is an impromptu. I've taken down, yesterday I put Christmas back in the closet and I pulled my card banner down and put it away. So I figured I'd do a quick share. Now, the top four came yesterday, and I have reciprocated cards to those that came that I hadn't already sent to, and they'll go out today. So I'm going to pull them off to the side and we'll share them. So the first one that came yesterday was from Leah, and she did a black envelope, black card. So, see, you don't necessarily have to do white or cream cards. If you've got black cards and envelopes, go ahead and use them, because isn't this card lovely? Look at that, all the sparklies. And that's from our Leah, and she just said, thank you for your happiness, inspiration, and encouragement. And she addressed it to all three of us. That's a lovely card. Hi, Mary Lou. And then this card came from Judy Payton. And all she's done is, this is patterned paper, and this is a die cut. Such an easy card. And then she stamped on the inside. So thank you, Judy. And this one came from Eternity. And looks like he did it on the computer, which is cool. And I really like it. And he's got his message inside there. Lovely. And this one came from Rose. And isn't it pretty? This is a tag. And it's got a tag in the little pocket down here with a message to Scott and Greg and I. And all of these will be so pretty her message is on the tag there too. These will go so pretty in my card journal. So that was from Rose. Rose watches when she can. She has an eye condition that prevents her from watching us all the time, but I still love it when she can make it. This is from Natty. And this one is from Esther Thompson. Beautiful cardinal with a Santa Claus. And if you're a crafter and time is short, don't worry about making a card. If you want to just reciprocate cards, just go to the store and pick up some when they're on sale from what I do is I like to go to the after Christmas sales, and I do buy cards for those times when, what if I get sick? What if there's too many family commitments, but I still want to send cards, but I don't have time to make cards? That's when you go and use your bought cards. So never feel bad about sending a bought card. I think that's kind of silly. This one is from Deborah Adams, and she said that she still watches, but she's just in the background, and that's fine. So it was wonderful to hear from Deborah again. And it's a beautiful card. Lots of Santa cards. This one's from Beth and Joe. And the reindeer seem to be off flying by themselves since Santa's up here. I just noticed that there's nobody in the sleigh. And this card came from our Edward Jones rep. And they always send us a card, our retirement people. This one is from Vicki and her husband. And that's Messy Table Studio. Wonderful watercolor tree. And another watercolor tree from Peg. Look at that. It's like they got together, Vicki and Peg, and did watercolor trees. I don't know if that's the case or they both just had that inspiration, but those are both lovely cards. And this is from Janet Nash. She sent an ATC, which will tuck perfectly in a pocket in my card journal, which I do every year. And I might measure out and tell you how big. This was from my sister Rhonda and her husband. And this is from Mina. Isn't that cool? She sent me some gnomes. Or elves. Are they elves? Because it's Christmas time. Hi, Dee Dee. I'm going to be in a car all day, Dee Dee. I'm not going to have, my sister's going to be here at 8:30, and I'm not even dressed. The bed's not made. The kitchen's not cleaned up. So I don't know if I'll get a walk today. I might need a walk when I get back from where I'm going. But yeah, this one's from Arlene. This one's from Kathy Whitney, because I remember her posting that she was making these cards like this. This is such a fun card. And so easy to do. You can do this with any painty paper. You don't have to make specifically green. You could make in fact, in years past, I've done the Christmas trees with just different pieces of my painty papers that are just like leftover scraps. You can do a layered tree like that. This one is from Lena, Miss Lennox. She had included this with my winnings from her drawer game, where she had what do they call it? An advent box, and she did prompts out of the box. And basically anybody that was at her stream got a little prize package, which I thought was wonderful. And I will definitely use all the goodies that she sent. This one, it's from my husband's direct boss. And I keep those too. They're Christmas cards. They come. And now this one is from Anne, and it came flat, but Anne Lar got fancy, and she did 3D cards. Look at that. And she did these live one Sunday on her channel. So if you want to know how to do these 3D cards, Anne's your girl. Okay? Didn't Anne do a wonderful job? That's awesome. If I start now, I could probably make 30 interactive cards, but I'd have to start now. This was from another one of Scott's bosses, and it had a McDonald's gift card inside it, which Scott said he was thinking he would just hand to somebody that's homeless so they could go get some breakfast. I don't know if he did that or not, but he's got the card. This wonderful handmade card is from Sharon Lombard. And when I was putting the tree away the other day, I came across the tags that Sharon had made me with the elves on it. I use them as Christmas ornaments because they're so pretty. Because this is a single card, it doesn't fold. I will put this one in a pocket in my journal. This one is from Danny Coleman, and I thought this was awesome with the raw edges just torn like that. And then her snowman is watercolor. And of course, Callie wants back in from the catio. And then this one's from Journey. And it's the biggest, I think, card. Oh, let me get her before she pulls the door down. I told you it's wet out there. It's been raining for days. Come on. That porch, even though it's covered, it gets saturated when it rains. It's like all the rain just goes in there. So those were my cards. And I guess I'll quickly show what I got for Christmas from Greg and Scott. So these will go into a journal. And what I'll do is I'll take them like this. Well, first I'll have to go through and get the ones that are oriented sideways, because that'll be one way that I need to. Those are all the sideways cards, and these are up and down cards. Most of them are up and down cards, meaning they oriented vertically, not horizontally, which is kind of cool. I never usually get this many that are this way. But what I might do, because these are, most all of them go this way and not this way, I might use Journey's card as my base, and then I'll just tuck these cards into pockets in there instead of worrying about them going this way, because I think Anne's card would fit in the width. And then these two are just from Scott's Bosses anyway, so I'm not going to worry about making them fit. So my journal will be my card book is going to be about, of course, I don't know if I've gotten all the cards, but what I'll do is I'll just, when I make this, I can't do it today because, like I said, my sister's going to be here to pick me up between 8 and 8:30. Well, I'll do 6 by 9. That'll be my journal this year. I'm going to write that on my drop paper to remind me. That way I don't have to remeasure it. Card journal. Will be 6 by 9 inches. So those were my cards that I got this year. Hi, Brenda. So Greg got me a book, and it's called Murder Past Due. I'm not awake yet. And I think it's the first in a series, first in the New York Times best-selling series by Miranda James. And you know why he got it for me, right? It's got a cat in it that helps solve the crimes. So I haven't started it yet. I might throw it in my purse to take with me. Although with 2 of my sisters and my niece in the car, we're probably not going to be reading books. I can about guarantee my niece will have something to do with her hands, whether it's her manga drawing or Callie. I know your feet are wet. Get off my brand new book, brat. But she does all kinds of different things with her hands as well. She draws, and she also does something I want to learn, novel binding, where you do all these intricate knots, and once you do a piece up, you can actually cut it and it won't fray, it won't fall apart. It's like a series of knots over several loops. So I watched a video on how to do it, and I mentioned it, and then Robin was like, Gwen can show you how to do that. So I might take some yarn and just see if we can play. So that was from Greg. And then Scott loves that I do the Amazon wish list because it saves him. And this is another one that's got the most beautiful feel to the cover. You know, the feels are important to me. This is Found and Ground by Carolyn Ross. It's where you go out in nature and you find things and make your own paint. And I kind of figured Scott would find that as interesting as I do because he's always been a paint color kid. When he was little, they said he would always get in trouble, like they'd get him ready for church and he would go and he'd get in paint. So he said, I had to get that one because I want to look at it. So this one, you know, you just find different, like tree gums, foraging tree gums to make your own paint. You can create, stop it. You just came in. Rocks, that kind of thing. So it's a very interesting book. Grind up brick pieces, different ways of rendering the color from whatever you've gathered. You can rub one rock against the other to see the different colors you could get. Oars. That's the thing I was thinking of. So Found and Ground by Carolyn Ross. Scott got me that one. And then he also got me Gel Plate Printing for Mixed Media Art by Robin McClendon. So these two were like two of my ones that I highlighted that I would really love to have. So I have some new toys here to play with. And I didn't realize they'd included a bookmark with there from Schiffer Publishing. That's cool. Different ways to use your gel plate and get different results. I might take this with me and look at it on the way. We're going to visit our parents. Yeah, I have mixed feelings, but you have to understand I was raised by my grandmother from birth to the age of 18. I lived with my mother and stepfather for about 1 year and 3 months of my entire life. And we have a challenging relationship. So I'm going. I have my reservations, but I do love spending time with my sisters, and 2 hours in the car with my sisters and my niece sounds like fun. The destination causes anxiety, and that's all I'm going to say. So those were my two books that I got for Christmas from my dear sweet hubby. We had a really nice time with just the three of us here at home. I don't know about the rest of you, but the big extended family events aren't what they used to as we're getting older, and they're causing more anxiety than they're worth, I think. I am not driving. I am chauffeuring because I'm not chauffeuring. I'm being chauffeured. Until last night late, I did not have a way to drive. So I will be riding with someone, and that causes me anxiety too, because I can't just leave when I want to. I have to wait. But I'm going to try to hold myself together for the visit, and hoping for the best. Put it that way. Yeah. So those were my cards and my gifts. We were really kind of thankful that we went really low key this year. There was not a lot of money spent. I got Scott a Chinese draw knife, and Greg got a frying thermometer so that he'll quit burning the flour when he tries to fry chicken. Hoping that helps. But Scott said it's a glass thermometer, but I thought that all the thermometers for that were glass, candy and fat thermometers. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I did my best, and in the hopes that we could quit having a house full of smoke. Yes, and handmade. I made dishcloths, and my sisters each got to pick 3 dishcloths out of my collection. And what was really funny is the ones that, let me go get them. I'll show you. My sister, my youngest sister, she is such a hoot. She's the one that teaches advanced mathematics at the University of South Carolina. But she said that she couldn't take the ones like these because they reminded her of ramen noodles. So I was like, you don't have to take those. She said, okay. So I gave 2 of these to my sister-in-law. So I had the dishcloths in this little basket like this, and this is what I have left. Oh, I do have a Tunisian crochet. I gave 2 of these to my mother-in-law. The Tunisian crochet makes a wonderful dishcloth. I just love the flatness of it, and it's really nice to clean with. I could give away a couple dishcloths. I'll do the Tunisian crochet and the last noodle one, and I'll save these others as so I have something on hand. So if you would like to win one of these, if you want to put a number in between 1 and 50, I'll give the 2 away. And I'll just type in go. 1 and 50. I don't know if I even have my phone. Yeah, I do. Right off, we got 2 at 45, but that doesn't matter because I have 2 here. Don't worry about duplicates because there's not that many people here. And Mary Lou, you should get your package from my last giveaway. I did not get those out because I didn't have a way to get to the post office. So you and Peg, you should be getting your boxes. And I can't stay on too much longer because I do have to get some things done before Rhonda shows up here. Rhonda, I'm the oldest, Rhonda's the youngest, and she and I have about the same biological rhythm where we're early morning folks. So she said she'd be here between 8 and 8:30, and then Robin is 30 minutes from us, headed in the direction we need to go. Good morning, Peg. So, and Robin was like, oh, can we make it that a little later would be nice because she's been having trouble sleeping. So I don't know who's going to drive the whole way today. But if Rhonda picks me up and then we go to Robin's and we take one of Robin's vehicles, I got $5 for each of them to help with gas, put it that way. And they probably won't take it, but I'm going to try to make them take it. I would take our car, but I am really leery about whether I want to make sure it's running good, and it's 2 hours. Well, an hour and a half if I was driving, but I don't know how fast those 2 drive. I haven't ridden anywhere. Oh, that's wonderful, Peg. I'm so glad. Spartanburg's about an hour and a half, but they aren't actually in Spartanburg. They're back in the woods a ways. All right, is everybody that wants to play got a number in between 1 and 50? And I'll draw up the random org here. This is your last call. Stick a number in between 1 and 50. Don't tell me my phone's going to have issues this morning. There we go. And I'll change this to 50. All right. I'm going to scroll back up to my go so that I see everything. Well, I guess I should put in a stop. All right. Let's see if we can blow this thing up here. And I don't know how to turn the light down because, oh, yes, I do. Oh, I'll get there. All right. I think I got it down. So the first 2 closest to the number, it's pretty dark. Generate. Come on, generate. It says, never mind. I'm going to hit it again because it gave us the number 1. I might have gone too dark. How about I stand up and then I can see? There we go. Generate. 31. Who are the two? Let's see. Mary Lou's at 16. And Mary's at 5. Peg at 22 and Angela's 44. So it looks like Peg and Mary Lou. So Mary Lou, you were the first one to get a number closest, but Peg is closer. So Peg, which one do you want? Ramen noodle or Tunisian crochet? I call that ramen noodle because that's what my sister called it. Let's see. Hey, Vicki. I thought it was funny that you and Peg both had watercolor Christmas cards were the Christmas cards. Oh, I do have paper here. And these will go out probably tomorrow. I actually have transportation now. I just can't drive it. Like the Tunisian for Peg. Okay. So, Mary Lou, you'll get the ramen noodle. So, Peg gets the Tunisian and Mary Lou gets the ramen. And I'll get those in an envelope. This Tunisian is my favorite. I might take the Tunisian hook with me. That's what I might can do because that's something I can do and talk. So I'll set these aside. Over here. So I'm going to have Mary Lou's new kitchen all fitted out with new linens, it looks like. And I'm going to let you guys go because I've got about an hour to like get myself pulled together. And I will see you guys in the next one. I hope everybody has a great day. I just wanted to get a video up today since I can't be on later. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a great day. Thank you, Mary Lou. I'll try to.